Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Listen to Speak Podcast, the show that helps you learn English one conversation at a time. I'm Rose.
And I'm Ryan. How's it going today, Rose?
I'm doing really well, thanks. I went for a jog this morning and the weather was perfect. What about you, Ryan?
Honestly, I'm a bit sleepy today. I stayed up way too late last night.
Uh-oh, what kept you up?
I was binge watching a TV show in English with the subtitles on.
Subtitles, those little text lines at the bottom of the screen?
Exactly. Reading along while listening really helps me catch new words.
That's great practice, Ryan. But I guess that explains the tiredness.
Yeah, the show is just too good to stop. Just one more episode, I kept telling myself.
We've all been there. Okay, so today we have a really interesting topic for you.
Oh yeah? What's on the agenda?
We're going to talk about your brain, specifically how to train it to think in English.
Think in English? That sounds kind of intense.
It sounds harder than it actually is, and I've got some simple tricks to share today.
I'm always up for simple tricks.
I know you are. So, Ryan, here's an honest question. Do you think it's actually possible to learn to think in English?
Definitely. Plenty of people manage it. It takes consistency, but it's totally doable.
How long does it usually take?
It varies from person to person, but if you practice daily, you'll notice a real shift, maybe within 4 to 8 weeks.
That's not bad at all.
Not at all. And every single day, it gets a bit smoother.
Okay, now I feel more motivated.
That's exactly the energy we want. But before we jump in, a quick favor.
If you're enjoying the podcast, hit that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe to Listen to Speak Podcast.
Sharing this episode with a friend who's learning English would mean a lot to us too.
We really appreciate every single listener.
All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about your brain, Ryan.
My favorite subject, me.
So here's my question. When you're speaking English, what's the very first thing that happens in your mind?
Honestly, I think of the sentence in my own language first, and then I translate it into English.
Ah, the classic move. Think first, translate second.
Yeah, and by the time I translate, either I say it wrong, or I say it too slowly, or I just blank out completely.
That's an incredibly common pattern. So many learners do exactly this.
Is that actually a problem?
It's not wrong, it's inefficient. Your brain is doing double the work.
Double the work. No wonder I get exhausted.
Right, and when your brain works that hard, things slow down and the translation isn't always accurate either.
So true. Sometimes I translate something and it comes out sounding completely weird.
Exactly. So our mission today is simple. Cut out the translation step. Think directly in English.
Now that's a dream worth chasing.
It really is. We want your brain to work just once. Think in English, speak English.
That sounds way more efficient. But how do we actually get there?
I've got 3 practical strategies for you today.
3 strategies. Let's hear them.
Strategy 1, think in short, simple sentences.
Short sentences? Like how short?
Really short. For example, right now, what are you doing?
I'm sitting in a chair.
Perfect. That's a complete, simple English sentence. I'm sitting in a chair.
Oh, that really is simple.
You don't need a complex sentence. Just describe what's happening, plainly.
So I just narrate what I'm seeing or doing?
Exactly. Say you wake up tomorrow morning. What's your first thought?
I'm exhausted.
There you go. That's thinking in English already.
So it's just short, easy thoughts.
Short thoughts, simple words. That's strategy number 1.
I actually like this one. It's not intimidating at all. Let me try another. The room is quiet. I feel relaxed.
Beautiful. 2 little English thoughts back to back.
It's almost like taking a snapshot, but using words instead of a camera.
A word snapshot. I love that idea. You can use this trick literally anywhere. Waiting in line, sitting in traffic, relaxing at home.
Let me try the traffic one. The road is busy. Cars are everywhere. I'm running late.
That's great, Ryan. You're a natural.
I'm basically writing little English poems in my head now.
An English poet stuck in traffic. I love it.
This is honestly kind of fun.
It gets more natural the more you do it, one simple thought at a time.
I can definitely manage that.
Great. Now, strategy 2.
What's next?
Strategy 2 is all about input.
Input? Meaning what exactly?
Input is English going into your brain, listening, reading, anything that brings English in.
Like this podcast, for instance.
Exactly like this podcast. Right now, English is going straight into your brain.
So I'm technically doing input right now.
You sure are. So are all our listeners, by the way.
That's a nice way to think about it.
And input comes in many forms: music, films, simple books, anything.
I'm a big fan of children's books, actually. The pictures are charming.
They're perfect for learners. Simple, clear language paired with visuals.
So the more I read and listen, the more my brain absorbs naturally?
Precisely. Your brain hears English repeatedly, and eventually it just starts to feel familiar.
Kind of like a song you've heard so many times you know every line.
Perfect comparison. Input really is like music for your brain.
I love that. Music for my brain.
And there's one more powerful input technique worth mentioning:
What's that?
shadowing.
Shadowing? Like following someone around?
Not quite. Shadowing means listening to English speech and immediately repeating it back, copying the words, the pronunciation, the rhythm.
So I listen, then mimic exactly what I heard?
Right, almost like being an echo.
I like that comparison. So I could shadow this very episode.
Absolutely. Try it out. Repeat, pause, repeat.
So our listeners can literally shadow us right now.
Yes, try it out. Repeat what we're saying.
That sounds like a fun challenge.
It really helps your mouth get used to English sounds. Words become easier to produce.
I'll give shadowing a shot with today's episode.
Perfect. Now, on to strategy 3.
What's the final one?
Strategy 3 is output.
Output, the opposite of input, I'm guessing.
Exactly. Output means English coming out of you, speaking, writing, producing the language yourself.
So input is in, output is out. Nice and simple.
Couldn't have said it better. And output is absolutely essential. Input by itself isn't enough.
Why not?
You could listen to English nonstop for years, but if you never actually speak, your speaking skills won't develop.
That's kind of discouraging.
But true. So you've got to actually use what you've learned.
Sure, but who am I supposed to practice speaking with if I'm alone most of the time?
Great question, and I have the perfect answer.
Go on.
Talk to yourself.
Talk to myself?
Yes, out loud in English.
People might think I've lost it.
Maybe a little, but your English will improve.
Fair trade, I suppose.
It really is great practice. Zero pressure, no one watching, no judgment at all.
So I can mess up freely and nobody will care.
Exactly. Make mistakes, try again, make more mistakes. Your brain learns through the process.
All right, I'll start talking to myself at home. In English, of course.
For example, imagine you're in the kitchen making breakfast.
I love breakfast.
So you'd narrate it. I'm making eggs. This smells amazing. I'm a little hungry too. Maybe I'll grab some toast.
That sounds like my own personal morning broadcast.
Exactly. Welcome to Ryan's Kitchen Radio.
I love this. Let's keep going. What else can I narrate?
Look around wherever you are right now and describe it.
Okay. I see a lamp. There's a plant by the window. The walls are white.
Perfect. That's natural output. Simple and effortless.
It really does feel easier when you frame it that way.
You don't need flawless grammar. You just need to speak to attempt it.
And my brain strengthens with every attempt?
Exactly. Every attempt builds your skill a little more.
That's surprisingly manageable.
Simple present moment sentences in English whenever you can.
And this genuinely helps my brain progress?
Yes, you're training output, building speaking comfort, getting used to producing the language naturally.
Getting comfortable. I like that phrase.
That's truly the goal here. Comfortable, not flawless.
Comfortable, not flawless. I can remember that.
Repeat it to yourself daily. Comfortable, not perfect.
Comfortable, not perfect. Got it.
And output isn't limited to speaking. Writing counts too.
Writing?
Yes, keep a tiny journal. Jot down a few English sentences daily.
Like what?
Something like, today I went grocery shopping. I bought some fruit. It was fresh and delicious.
Simple, short, and totally doable in the evening.
Exactly. Writing trains your brain just like speaking does.
So both speaking and writing count as output.
Precisely. Use English however you can. Speak it, write it, even think it out loud.
I'll chat with my coffee mug in the morning and jot notes in my journal at night.
You're shaping up to be our star student, Ryan.
I'm trying my best, Rose. All right, ready to go have a conversation with my coffee.
Let's quickly recap our 3 strategies.
Sounds good. Recap time.
Strategy 1. Think in short, simple sentences. Easy words, brief thoughts.
I'm tired. I'm happy. I'm sitting down.
Strategy 2. Input. Listen and read in English daily.
Podcasts, movies, music, books, feeding your brain English.
And strategy 3. Output. Speak it, write it, use it.
Talk to yourself. Even your coffee mug works as an audience.
Especially the coffee mug. It never judges.
So true. Now, one final thing before we wrap up.
What's that?
How much time should someone dedicate daily? 2 hours? 3?
No way, nothing that intense.
Really? How little then?
Around 10 minutes daily is genuinely enough.
Just 10 minutes?
10 focused minutes daily beats 3 hours once a week, hands down.
Why's that?
Because your brain thrives on repetition, consistent small doses build lasting habits.
So tiny daily efforts add up over time.
Exactly. 10 minutes today, 10 minutes tomorrow, and after a few months, you'll notice real progress.
I never thought about it that way. Small steps adding up.
That's the whole secret, really, like constructing a house brick by brick.
1 brick daily, and eventually you've built something solid.
A beautiful English-speaking house. And consistency matters too. Try practicing at the same time each day.
Like during my morning coffee.
Exactly. 10 minutes of English alongside your coffee. Listen to a podcast, read a sentence or two, talk to yourself.
Coffee and English, my new morning ritual.
After a week, it'll feel routine. After a month, effortless.
And after 6 months,
People will be complimenting your English progress.
I'll just say, thanks, my coffee mug and I have been working hard.
Perfect response.
It's such a simple, doable plan.
Anyone can find 10 minutes, even exhausted people like me today.
Especially exhausted people like you. Well, that wraps up today's episode, Rose.
This was genuinely useful, Ryan. Thanks for sharing all that.
Anytime, and thank you all for tuning in.
Yes, thank you everyone listening right now.
Please subscribe to Listen to Speak podcast if you haven't yet.
And give this episode a like. It really supports our channel.
Share it with anyone learning English too.
And here's today's question for you, our listeners.
Do you ever talk to yourself in English or in your native language?
Let us know in the comments. We genuinely love reading your replies.
And remember, small sentences, daily practice, just a few minutes. That's truly enough.
Your brain is absorbing, your brain is growing.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Keep practicing your English.